Hello, this is Tim Reedy, online editor of America Magazine, and one of the things we're talking about this week is the advent of the iPad, of course from Apple, which was unveiled last month. And there's been much excitement about this new device, which is sort of a half electronic reading device and a mini movie studio. Also, you can get magazines on it. Now, I can't show you an iPad right now because they're not yet on the market, but I can show you a Kindle, which is probably the main competition for the iPad. Now, the Kindle, as you all probably know, allows you to download books basically within minutes for less cost than buying it in a bookstore. Now, the question about both the iPad, the Kindle, and Nook and other devices like it is who pays for the content on these devices and who profits from it? Now, Kindle is engaged in a battle with book publishers as well as some newspapers over how much percentage it takes of the revenue for products that are sold on the Kindle. They're taking, for newspapers, for example, as much as 70%, as you can imagine. This doesn't make publishers very happy. Now, Apple has said that it will give a little more money back to the publishers and charge a little more for books, so these questions are not yet decided. But going forward, there are still serious questions about what e-readers mean for small publishers. Now on the Kindle, you can get magazines and newspapers like the New York Times, the New Yorker, Newsweek for a very low price. On my Kindle, I subscribe to the Irish Times for just $5 a month. But smaller publishers are not on the Kindle. America Magazine, for one, is not on it. A magazine like The American Scholar, which we have here, also not on the Kindle. So there is some concern about what the advent of e-readers means for small publishers and whether they can make their way on these devices. Now, in many ways, we may be reaching what could be a golden age for e-readers. We're just about at the point where the technology is such that many people may have an e-reader within the near future. But the question is, what will they be reading on those e-readers? Right now, content is cheap, and you can get books for $10, magazine subscriptions for a couple dollars a month. But is that business model sufficient to sustain the traditional publishers who have provided content for books and magazines for so many years? These are open questions, but I'm sure we'll be revisiting again these issues in the pages of America, so hope you'll check back in. Again, this is Tim Reedy for America Magazine.